morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Get Rich 101. I'm your host. I'm Sacred Wrights. I'm an author of this book, Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. Check it out. Also got the voice version just recently, the voice version. So check it out, check it out, check it out. And thank you to New Thought Media Network for allowing me the space and opportunity to grow. So I'm going to pull Reverend Mel right in here, right quick. And we about to get started. So let me find a little drum roll. Little drum roll. Hey, Reverend Mel.
Good day, Sekou. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good.
So I got some things to talk about.
All right, let's go.
So you heard me mention this last night during your class, 30-day diet class, which I gotta give a shout out to folks who haven't taken it yet. You gotta take the class. Yeah, there it is.
30-day mental diet.
30-day mental diet. You gotta take the class. So I mentioned this then, and what I said was we tried to go to see a doctor and we missed her, but we went to see Bygrave instead. And so I said that it was much more fulfilling meeting with him in person. And now what we talked about was money for kids. That's what we talked about. And woo, we got some good stuff.
Let's go.
Excuse me.
What I need to do. You good?
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to get over that cough.
Yeah.
So one of the things, I need my phone back in a second. But one of the things was a custodial account, right? A custodial account, and then our money goes over to the child when they turn 18 or 21, right? Now that's what I was thinking about before, but I was like, I was thinking about it, as equivalent, but now that I think about it, 18 and 21, that's not what you want to do. You do not want to give a kid custodial advice, at 18 and 21, because I remember what I was doing when I was 18 and 21, and I was not paying attention. So we started with that, 18 and 21, but then we also found out about, hold on, let me find it. Did you know that a kid, a 13-year-old, can have a Roth income, a Roth fund? Roth IRA.
No.
Yeah. Neither did I until yesterday. A child of 13 year age can have a Roth IRA as long as they're getting paid something. As long as they have some kind of income.
Okay.
But it can be, something frou-frou, but they got to have something coming in. And what you do, you have it come in, and then you set them up with a Roth IRA at age 13. I mean, 13? That Roth IRA is going to be bumping. It's going to be bumping, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if they don't have income, then they have to wait until they're 18, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard. But there's also one more option. I can set it up because P was asking about someone in the childhood range, and I was asking about someone in the college age range, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so for college age, you'd have to set it up with him or her. You'd have to set it up with them. I was like, nah, I don't want to do that because already I'm trying to do this specifically with this specific person, and I've been trying to get her to do it, and she hasn't been able to do it yet. And so I'm like, all right, I got to do it without her. I got to do it for her, right?
Yes.
So what he said I could do is I can set up an account, and then it simply passes on to her when I pass away, and then it's fully formed, what have you. So
Okay.
so so that's good because it just I can just invest the money, let it grow, let it grow, let it grow, let it grow, and it ultimately someday she'll inherit it, inherit um, inherit that money as a part of life, and its vagaries. It does what it does. Yeah.
I like it. So I did some digging around from our last conversation. I'm glad to hear about opening a Roth IRA for 13-year-olds if they have income coming in.
Right, right, and
So,
it's progress. So you can talk to them about it too. Talk the same
well, they're
person.
going to be 18 in a minute. So,
Yeah,
so I already know what we're doing. We're doing the Roth IRA, but they
yeah.
do when they were little. We opened up a 529 for them
529.
for
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
um, for college. So that's another investment vehicle for children, a
yeah.
529 savings and investing account. And I was trying to remember, uh, there was another account. Oh, I can't
Well,
find
while
it
you're
now.
looking, I'm gonna put up some things that P. King is typing. Um, how can you set your children, nieces, nephews, grandchildren up for success from where you are? Now is better than perfect. Now it's better than perfect. Perfect.
Yes.
Favorite phrase.
How you can is just start exactly what you said. Start right now, where you are right
Yeah.
now. So
Start with
there's no age limit to do something. There's something that that adults can do for the children in their lives right now with just open the account. Even if you don't put anything in it but $5,
yeah.
open the
Yeah.
account.
Open an account, put $5 in there, and let it grow. Let it go because you're starting so young. You're starting so young. You can put $5 in there and let it grow. Let it grow. You can put $25 in there, buy the S&P 500 ETF, and let it grow. I mean, 500 companies, like
Yeah.
it's it's
And
gonna grow.
then instead of like when people say, "Oh, what should I get Susie for her birthday?" Oh, here is the account. You could just
Yes,
put this right into this account,
that's right.
right?
And just send her a card.
Right. You don't need to send cash. Just
Right,
transfer this right into this account,
right.
right? Or give you the
Exactly.
money and you transfer it into the
Yeah.
account, right? But all that's oh, I just think about the
The
years
years. The
of
years.
birthdays,
Yeah.
Christmas, all kinds of holidays
Yeah.
that people would give my girls money for. Doing well in school. One of our neighbors, ugh, I miss them so much. They moved to North Carolina.
Mm.
When the every almost every school year, they would give the girls something because they did
Mm.
so well in school.
Mm.
We can't account for that money today.
I know.
It's
I
gone.
know.
It's
Gone. That
spent.
money's gone. That money's gone. But imagine
So
where it could have
start
been.
now. Start
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Whatever amount, $5. Start now.
$5. $5. Just start. Just
So you're
start.
gonna love this. So I have a little story.
Wait a minute. Start before you go. Start this and don't let the kids have access to it. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
they can't.
sorry, but don't let them have access to it. You gotta hold that money for as long as you can before you give the money over to them.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
I'm
They can't
telling
do
you. And I'm gonna
it.
tell that's perfect segue to this story.
Okay, come on.
So I shared that um a couple of years ago, Zola was love Teslas. Now, not so much.
Okay.
For obvious reasons, right?
Well,
But she has, I purchased her um,
what was she buying again? What was she?
Tesla
Oh,
stock.
Tesla. Tesla. Okay.
Yeah, Tesla stock. So we were talking about the recent happenings, current events,
Mm.
and she asked me, did she still have? She said, "I have Tesla stock, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." So she said, "How much do I have? Right? And how much is it worth?" Right?
Mhm.
Because she wants to divest.
Oh, okay. She wants to divest. All right.
She wants to divest for
Okay.
political reasons, right?
Mm, yeah.
So I said, "No, Zola, we're not doing that right now." So she goes, "Well, tell me how much it is." So I tell her how much it is. I show her on it's still in Cash App. So I show her on
Okay.
Cash App. There it is.
Mm.
And she was like, "Hmm. So could I get $30 of that so I could order DoorDash to get this pasta this pasta that I want?"
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm.
I'm like,
Mm-mm.
"What?"
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I said,
Mm-mm.
"So
Mhm.
if I would, that's what you would do with the money?
Yeah.
That's what you
Yeah.
would do? You would take the money,
Yeah.
get DoorDash to
Get
get some
DoorDash.
pasta to get some pasta. Are you serious?"
Yeah, and it will be gone like that. Be gone like that. Be gone.
She wa she was serious.
Dude, dead
I
serious.
said, "Sola, all the talking that I do with you
Yeah.
about the importance of saving money,
Yeah.
investing money,
Yeah.
choosing wisely how you spend your money, does that just go in one ear and out the other?"
Yes. Yes. That's the
Here
answer.
here she go. "What?"
Oh no. Oh
"Girl, get away from me.
yeah.
No, you cannot have $30 out of
Mm.
your Tesla stock to
Yeah.
buy, some pasta dish you want. No, no."
One day, like one moment of pleasure, like one
Mhm,
meal, like
mhm.
ah, yeah. But I remember I made some mistakes. I made some mistakes. I made lots of mistakes. So
Oh, so have I.
yeah,
I was her.
right.
As a as a grown woman, we're talking about a 17-year-old.
Yeah,
I was her not that long ago.
yeah. Not
Not
that long
that
ago.
long
Not that
ago.
long ago, because it wasn't until the pandemic that
That's
I
right.
even started paying attention to anything.
That's
Like,
right.
yeah, so
That's
that's
right.
recent. That's recent.
Yes, yes. 5 years ago.
Yeah. Years ago. Exactly. And then since the stroke, shot up in terms of
Yeah.
involvement and paying attention. And yeah, it's just like I didn't get excited yesterday when I was talking about Graves. I was like, I gotta give her the money. Like, nah, I can't. I can't give her the money now because she's gonna take it out. She's gonna
Yeah.
take it out and do something with it. But
Yeah.
when I heard that I can let it accumulate, and it pass on to her when I pass away, I was like, all right, then that'll be good because Roth IRA, age 59 or so, like by
Yeah.
then, you know what you're doing. You
Yeah.
made your mistakes. You made what you're doing, and you can, yeah, fingers crossed, and you know what you're doing then. But if not, then when I pass away.
So so Buy Graves is recommending that you open the account, keep it under it's a custodial account. Is that what he's recommending?
What the one that I give away when I pass
Yeah.
away, pass.
Mhm.
I forget what he called. He called it something else. But I just have to create another account in my account of Schwab of Charles Schwab, my bucket. Create one
Mhm.
more bucket, and then I can name it. I can do like a nickname, and then
Mhm.
just have it donated. Have it described in my will as this money
Okay. Got
will
you.
be given to this person
Got you.
when something happens to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it could be any
Yeah.
account. It could be any type of account. It could be a
It-
Roth IRA. It could
right.
be whatever. Okay.
No, wait a minute. I think I think I think there was a difference between the Roth IRA and the thing that I'm talking about. I can't remember what difference there was,
Mhm.
but I think there was difference. Check with him. Check with him and find out what the difference is. But my point was I can set it up and get clear on a will because I need to do that in as far as my life is concerned too, and get a will and get that out the door if something should happen. And
Mhm.
this one, I told you all this story. I'm not going to use her name because I don't want her to see this now. But she found this receipt that I made her, and she found this receipt and was like, "Hey, what's with this money?" And I was like, "Oh shoot, oh shoot!" Like it was a long time past, but I was like, "All right, I need to hold true to that," and so I'm going to hold true to it separately in my account and let it grow and let it grow and let it grow and let it grow.
So it was like a IOU type of thing?
Yeah, it was like basically an IU type of thing, right? Like I'm gonna owe you X amount of money, and I don't really remember. I don't even remember what I did with it. I don't know where the money is or what. I don't know. I don't know if it was a 529. Like I have no idea what it was, but I'm going. But I was trying to get her to do it, and I was going to match her money or something like that. But
Okay.
that clearly did not work. So I'm just going to go ahead and set it aside myself and let it grow, let it grow, let it grow, and that'll be a gift to her one day. One day when down the line when I pass away,
Right, for her future self.
for her future self, for her
Yes,
future self.
yes,
Ashe, Ashe,
yes, yes,
Ashe.
yes. Okay, well, you've given me some things to think about because I know if it's in their name and they have access to it, it's gonna be a wrap.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so I'm checking out what Fee's saying. What are the benefits of opening a 529 savings investing account for the young people in your family? Well,
Yeah,
let me start. I it was just recommended to me. It was recommended to me. I was like, oh, I want to do something for a child, and it was just recommended 529, and so that's what I went with.
mhm,
I had the idea of making this money available to her through this 529, but I didn't really know that much about it. So,
yeah. It's similar, for me when, um when Marco and I got married. No, for 2 things happened with that kinda got me introduced to the world of investment.
mm,
We were planning our wedding,
okay,
and we didn't wanna have any debt associated
right,
with the wedding, and
okay,
we also wanted to save towards a house. So instead of people giving us wedding presents, we, asked people to contribute to a house fund. So we created a house fund
mm,
through some brokerage house. I can't remember. It
okay,
was I think it might have been Merrill Lynch. So, this was a long time ago because I don't
yeah,
even think
wow,
Merrill Lynch exists anymore.
yeah,
So we created this home fund for people to contribute to in lieu of wedding presents.
that's
And
good.
people did contribute
That's
to it,
good. That's good.
right?
That's good. That's excellent.
And then we had another bucket that was for our wedding. So we gave ourselves a year.
Wait a minute, another bucket that was open to the public in the same way,
No, it was just for us.
just for you. So that
It
everybody, the public, all they knew about was the
was the
fund for your
home
house.
fund.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like that. I like
yeah.
that. I like that.
So the wedding bucket, we gave ourselves a year to save for the wedding,
Okay.
and we opened up an investment fund for that. I don't remember what type, but we were clear that in a year, we're going to take probably most of this money out. Whatever is in there is for the wedding.
Right.
So that's what we did again with Merrill Lynch. So we had two separate accounts.
Okay.
So we both set it up so money would come directly out of our paycheck. So we
Mm,
we did direct payroll deductions through our jobs,
okay.
and we were just like, I'm so glad we did that and not
Mm,
funded ourselves because
yeah.
I don't think we would have
Yeah.
done so well.
Yeah.
So we wind up saving, I don't know, we wind up saving like $25,000, something like that,
Wow.
over the course of a year.
So
And
that's what you were able to raise?
that's what we saved
That's what
towards
you
our
saved.
wedding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Save towards the wedding.
For um for the home fund, I want to say that was like probably like $40,000 that
Wow,
people
that's great.
contributed to our home fund,
That's great.
because it becomes like Marco's circle of his family circle. Like, his mother is no joke. So his mother,
No joking
she,
away.
she locked down all the North Carolina folks, and
Oh,
so
wow.
so that's it would just go straight there,
Okay.
and we wouldn't even look to see how much was in there.
Okay.
So that's how I first became introduced, but it was so limited. My view was so limited to those two things:
Mm,
home fund, wedding.
mm.
And then once those two things were accomplished, that
That's
was
it.
it.
That's it. Okay.
We
That's
didn't
in your investment.
continue.
That in your investment. Yeah,
Yes,
I
we did
understand.
not continue. And I think about that today. I'm like, Dad, if
Yeah.
we have only
I know,
continued,
right?
we would be
Right.
having a totally different conversation right
Right.
now.
Right. Right.
I would be, having this conversation from Antigua.
Right.
you
Sipping
know?
on your drink. The sipping on your drink, right? Like, yeah. It's funny how you say that because I don't know. See, this is what I'm trying to explain. Like, that's the kind of interaction with money I had before the stroke. Like, yeah, I do a little something. Yeah, I do back off a little bit, do a little something. Like I bought a house. I was doing things, but I
Mhm.
wasn't involved. I wasn't involved like up here until after the stroke. And so now that I'm involved up here, it's a whole new game. It's a
Mhm.
whole new game.
Mhm.
We're talking about my grave like he's one of us now. He's like, he's like his family, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, well, let's just go by Graves' office and chat for a minute, right? And then we came up on something, you know? So, I
Yes.
mean, the level that I went through, the change that I went through in terms of money it's hard for me to explain to people how it's different, but it
Yeah.
is different. It is
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it. I
yeah,
get it. It's a total 180 for me. A total
yeah,
180. And so I guess what I want people to know right now is whatever you did, whatever choices you made in the past, that's over. Right, you do your best based on the
yeah,
information that you
yeah,
had at the time, and the information I had at the time was very limited. It
yeah,
was like, this is the goal. We met the goal.
yeah.
We out,
That's it.
right?
That's
That was
it.
it.
Right.
Not, oh shoot, look how this worked. Look how this
Yes.
compounded over the course of a year,
Yes.
right? No, none
Yes.
of that registered. None of that
Yes.
landed. It was like, oh, we're gonna have a fabulous wedding. And
Yes.
oh, now we have a
Yes.
down payment for our house,
I got to
That
interrupt you.
was
I got to
that was
interrupt you.
it.
I got to interrupt you because I've been thinking about this. No, I used to test drive cars, right?
Mhm.
And test driving cars, they put you in the dopest places you can imagine. I mean, the most fabulous places you can imagine. And I never asked anyone, how, Sway? How? How did you end up here? How did you go here? And I'll tell you one story real quick. We went to this guy's house. We were like, where are we going? It was like a bunch of Mini Coopers. It was Mini Coopers.
Mm.
Test drove, so there was like a line of Mini Coopers, like far as long as the eye could see. Mini Coopers, just boom, zoom, zoom. We get up there, and we get up to this huge metal gate. I mean, the gate enough was just like, wow. It was an iron gate. No way to see through it. It was a solid iron gate. Opened up, and we went to the house, right? And I was like, wow, this house is so big, but there's cars all over it. I wonder where they sleep, right? Because we were like, I mean, we walked in and it was cars, and that was the first floor. And then the second floor, I decided they must be sleeping up on the second floor. So I went upstairs and it was like overlooking downstairs, and it had all kinds of things that were like car related. Like there were a pair of her stilettos that were made out of the tire guard of some. I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy, but there were no beds, no beds. And I was like, huh? I wonder if. And then I looked across. I was like, wait a minute. This is the garage. This house that I'm sitting in is the garage. Like, I'm talking about a house size house. Like it was huge. It was a house size house. And I was like, oh man. So anyway, but my man was walking in and out. He was walking in and out. And what we did is we went off of his house, his garage house, and drove the racetrack on his property. I was like, a racetrack on your property? I was like, and now all of us enjoyed it. All of us enjoyed
Mhm.
it, and then we were telling stories about it. I told plenty of people. I told
Mhm.
plenty of people, right? But I did not ask him. He's walking around. He's walking around. I did not ask him, say, listen, man, how? Just how? And just
Mhm.
be on that side of the conversations,
Mhm.
because it was too easy to be comfortable with just experiencing it, and that being the whole thing. But
Yes.
instead of being that extra thing, the extra thing is, how did you do this, sir?
Yeah.
How? And probably he would have been happy to tell me.
Yeah.
Probably he would have been happy to tell me. So
And he
I said,
probably would have talked about investing.
huh?
He probably one of the things he probably would have shared with you was he invests in the stock market.
Yes. And oh, by the way, he was one of the Wolf Eat Wall Street's what's the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh,
Wolf
Wolf of Wall
Wolf
Street.
of Wall Street. He was one of those guys. He was one of those
Oh,
guys. I was like, oh man, like he was that guy. And I was always thinking, like, oh, I don't know anything about that. I don't know, But I should have asked. I should have asked while I had the opportunity. While he's walking around, be like, listen, man, I just got to know how. And I would have
yeah,
gotten something, some
yeah,
small piece of something that could have led me to this sooner.
yes. Well, now you know,
Now,
right? Now we know. And so now this is the time that matters. What happened before is over. There's nothing we
yeah,
can
it's
do
over.
about it. The time is now. So what is it that you're going to do differently now? Now that you know. Even if you feel like I still don't know enough, you know enough to know. Call Charles Bygrave.
Yeah.
I mean Chris. Call Chris Bygrave.
Yeah.
Open up a Charles Schwab or some
Yes,
brokerage
yes,
account. Get
yes,
yourself in a conversation with
yeah,
a financial advisor, a
yeah.
wealth manager.
A wealth
You
manager.
know that now because we just said it
Because
and
we
say
said it.
saying it over and over and over again.
Yes, yes. And I finally got two of my friends to do it, and they were like, now they're all like, oh, oh. And I was like, I've been telling y'all. I've been telling y'all this. I've been telling y'all this. And they're like, oh, oh, oh. I'm like, oh, come on now. Come on now. Yeah, I've been telling y'all. Get it.
Yeah,
Get
that's just
involved.
human nature. Like
Yeah.
Chris gave me homework to do that I still haven't done yet.
Yeah.
So
Uh-oh.
it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's because our relationship with money is about emotion more than a
yeah,
plus sign.
yeah,
More than a plus sign. Yeah.
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 Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Well, we ran it out. We ran out the
All
clock.
right.
We ran out the clock. So just remember, folks, that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Do it now.
Do
Do
it
it
now.
now. Do it
Take
now.
that $5, open that account. Just open
Yeah.
the account with nothing in it. Just
Nothing
open
in it.
it.
Open it. Open it. Open it. Ashe. All right, now.
Ashe.
I'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Later, folks.